Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. Boost dopamine for self-motivation and stay focused. Have you ever wondered why staying motivated feels so much harder for you than it seems to for others? If you're a woman with ADHD, it's not just in your head. Dopamine, the brain's key motivator, often doesn't cooperate the way it should. This can make everyday tasks feel insurmountable, especially when the world expects you to focus, plan, and deliver like everyone else. But understanding how dopamine works and how to boost dopamine can help you work with your brain, not against it. The science of dopamine and ADHD. Understanding dopamine is like unlocking the key to motivation. For women with ADHD, this neurotransmitter is central to how you process effort, reward, and even self-control. What is dopamine? Dopamine is a powerful neurotransmitter that acts like your brain's cheerleader. It's responsible for feelings of pleasure, reward, and motivation, while also playing a role in memory, movement, and focus. When you achieve something, dopamine gets released, giving you a sense of satisfaction and encouraging you to do it again. Dopamine is the brain's reward currency. It pushes you to chase goals, whether it's finishing a report or enjoying a good workout. Without it, motivation can feel like trying to start a car without gas. ADHD and dopamine deficiency. If you have ADHD, your relationship with dopamine can be tricky. People with ADHD often have issues with dopamine regulation, meaning your brain might not produce or process it effectively. This deficit can make staying motivated feel like an uphill battle. Imagine trying to chase rewards when the system that tracks your progress is on the fritz. Low dopamine levels may explain why tasks that are repetitive or lack immediate payoff are particularly hard to tackle. Your brain doesn't send out the reward signal that makes you want to keep going. Medications like stimulants often target this system, working to balance dopamine levels in your brain. Impact on women with ADHD. For women with ADHD, dopamine shortages can manifest differently, often intensifying challenges around societal roles and expectations. Many women are juggling careers, relationships, and caregiving responsibilities, and when motivation dips, it's seen as a failure rather than a neurological factor. Sound familiar? While ADHD in boys is often linked with hyperactive behavior, women are frequently misdiagnosed because their symptoms may appear more emotional or internal, like struggling with self-confidence, organization, or keeping it together. This mismatch can leave you feeling isolated, especially in a world where so much energy goes toward excelling in areas where society doesn't offer much flexibility. Consider how you approach daily tasks. Does it feel like you're constantly running low on mental fuel? Combine this with systemic expectations to do it all, and the weight becomes overwhelming. Women with ADHD often must work twice as hard to maintain a facade of having it all together, but the more you understand about how dopamine deficiency affects you, the more empowered you'll feel to take steps that align with your brain's needs. Practical tips for self-motivation, ADHD. Finding reliable ways to stay motivated can be challenging when you're navigating ADHD. It's not just about willpower. Often it's a matter of understanding how your brain works and creating systems to support it. Let's break it down step by step with practical strategies you can start today. Setting clear and achievable goals. Big goals may feel inspiring, but they can also be overwhelming, especially when ADHD makes it difficult to stay organized. Try breaking bigger tasks into smaller bite-sized steps. For example, if your goal is to clean your room, focus on one category at a time, like clothes or books. Pick 3 small tasks you can tackle each day. Write them down and check them off as you go for a sense of progress. Adjust expectation if a goal feels too big. Progress is better than perfection. Research points out the value of setting realistic, focused goals. Creating a reward system. Your ADHD brain thrives on dopamine, so why not use rewards to boost dopamine? A personal reward system can make dull tasks feel a little more enticing. Here's how you can start. 1. Tie tasks to rewards. Finish a task, earn 15 minutes of your favorite show. 2. Choose rewards that truly motivate you. Maybe it's a treat, a break, or even outdoor time. 3. Set non-negotiable rules. No reward until the task is complete. I know this part can be hard because cheating is so easy when you're the one making the rules. This extra dopamine hit can reinforce positive behaviors and keep you moving forward. Utilizing visual aids and reminders. When everything else feels like chaos, visual tools can be lifesavers. ADHD tends to thrive on structure, even though you might fight against it, and visual aids provide a guiding light to help you refocus. Visual cues act as external memory, saving you the mental load of holding everything in your head. Incorporating movement and exercise. Exercise isn't just about staying physically fit. It's one of the most effective ways to boost dopamine and improve focus. Even short bursts of physical activity can reset your brain and supercharge your productivity. Here's why it works. Movement stimulates neurotransmitters like dopamine, helping you feel motivated and clear-headed. Activities like yoga, walking, or dancing also lower stress, which can be a major obstacle for ADHD. Building a supportive environment. Your environment plays a massive role in how motivated you feel. ADHD brains are sensitive to distraction, so setting up your space for success matters. Tips for creating a motivating environment. Keep your workspace clean but not sterile. Add items that inspire you. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who understand ADHD. Use noise-canceling headphones if needed to block distractions. By setting up your surroundings intentionally, you help your brain focus on tasks rather than irrelevant clutter. These steps won't solve everything overnight, but they provide a solid starting point. Motivation with ADHD isn't always easy, but by working with your brain and using tools like these, you can build systems that set you up for success. Mindfulness and self-compassion techniques. When ADHD throws you into a whirlwind, staying grounded can feel like an impossible task. Mindfulness and self-compassion are two powerful tools to help you regain control of your thoughts and emotions, especially when motivation feels out of reach. Practicing mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation might sound like just sitting quietly, but it's so much more than that. It's a way to train your brain to stay focused and reduce the constant pull of distractions. For women with ADHD, mindfulness can be an effective tool to counteract the chaos of a busy, overstimulated mind. Think of mindfulness as giving your brain a workout. Over time, it strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain associated with focus and decision-making, where your executive function lives. This makes it easier to pause, breathe, and refocus rather than react impulsively. Even a few minutes daily can help manage the overwhelm that often accompanies ADHD. It's easier to start than you think. Begin small. Set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes. Focus on your breath. Pay attention to the sensation of air moving in and out of your nose. Expect distractions. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently guide it back without frustration. This practice isn't about the Zen experience. Research shows it improves attention and mitigates hyperactivity symptoms in people with ADHD. When practiced consistently, mindfulness becomes your mental reset button, helping you navigate challenges with more clarity and calmness. Emphasizing self-compassion. ADHD comes with its fair share of guilt trips. Whether it's forgetting an appointment or missing a deadline, self-criticism can feel like an unrelenting shadow. But what if you approach those moments with kindness instead of shame? That's where self-compassion comes in. Being kind to yourself doesn't mean letting yourself off the hook. It's about treating yourself the way you'd treat a close friend, offering empathy, understanding, and support when things don't go perfectly. Here's how to practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your feelings. When you mess up, simply say, "This is hard for me right now," instead of diving into self-blame. Redirect negative thoughts. Challenge harsh inner critic dialogue like, "I can't do anything right," and replace it with, "I'm still trying, and that's enough." Practice self-soothing rituals. This could be as simple as taking a short break, sipping your favorite tea, or jotting down what you're grateful for. Research shows that self-compassion not only reduces feelings of inadequacy, but also boosts resilience, making it easier to bounce back from setbacks. When you make self-compassion a habit, you're giving yourself permission not to have everything figured out, and that's a powerful motivator. It removes the pressure to be perfect and also allows you to focus on progress instead. Motivating yourself when you have ADHD isn't about trying harder. It's about working smarter with your brain's unique setup. These strategies aren't quick fixes, but they're steps toward building a system that works for you. Recognize your strengths, celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. What's one strategy you'll start today to support your self-motivation with ADHD? I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.